Nope, World YouTube tables are here. By request. Doing another missing child person case. Someone had asked me if I should do this more, and I think I should. Because if you think about it, in the cases that I have done, I mean, how many of these kids have really, say so, gone Amber Alert? I mean, unless you're in a local town of a missing kid, and like I had a kid not too long ago missing, and I think it was in Lowell. Kid was wound up dead. Strange case though, because he was found in a pond that was already searched. So what was happening in between that search, in between, is the strangeness. Because I don't think a 3-year-old kid's gonna wander the woods all night and then end up in a pond dead. Very bizarre. But what about all the kids that didn't get retrieved? And, right, don't get the Amber Alert. Well, he didn't get the Amber Alert either. He just got plastered all over the local news. But in my eyes, that is not enough. And in the past 2 years, I probably have only seen maybe 3 to 4 Amber Alerts. And, that really disturbs me, because when you got a list like this one coming up, and we're going deep in the heart of Texas, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. All seriousness, I had to say that. I know they're a chant out there in Texas. Of course, I wouldn't have known it if it wasn't for the great Pee Wee Herman movie. Learn a lot of things in movies. I can tell you that back in my day. And obviously, I could tell you something right now. That's probably what kept me safe and kept me alive from getting don't get me wrong. I did roam the streets when I was a kid. But I did spend a lot of time watching TV. So, as I talk now, I'm going to scroll through this list, because it is a long list. And everybody can get a glimpse of the kids missing. And every time I find one of these or look these up, or I'm trying to look up a certain case, it's unbelievably damaging to the brain of how many kids are friggin' missing. And I mean, like I say, how many Amber Alerts go out? And like I said, in the past 2 years, I've probably only seen maybe 4, maybe 5 tops. So I mean, that's just insane, man. I definitely think there should be more to a kid being missing, or, something quicker being done. Because there's a lot of valuable time lost. Now, some are a mixture of old cases, but to see the new ones in there of 2022, I mean, if you want to stop, check them out. Like I say, the worst thing about these ones is there's not a lot of information to go by. So if you go on and try and search up case or details in the case of missing child, like you're searching if anybody happens to go through all these or whatever and wants to look like me, but yet the only thing that comes up is like this article or the article by itself, and it just gives no detail. And them are the disturbing ones, man, the disturbing cases, because no information. I mean, some will have maybe the last clothes they were wearing, but You know damn well you're not going to find that like a needle in a haystack, for Christ's sakes. I'm going to say heedle. Needle. I'm going to put heedle, haystack together, and needle. But, it's just insane. I tell you, insane. No words can explain and no excuses can be given to cases like these. And as I was saying, I mean, there should be more done. I mean, this 24-hour thing, I think, is just overdone its due time to be changed. It shouldn't be no, oh, you gotta wait 24 hours for a missing person. You know, if someone knows that person's character, and if someone knows that child does not do this, you know, and people and friends know this person to, you know, not do this, then bang, search. I mean, for the law enforcement to do a manhunt on the Gabby Petito case. And yes, the body was found. The case was solved. The motivation, I think, is still out there. I mean, whether or not whether or not if it was the boyfriend or not, and it allegedly turned out to be. Look how much time they put in that case, and that should be for anybody missing, not just one person. And of course, that's something that looks like, the man in the higher power like to put out there just to divide the people of this country. Because yes, one person or two people shouldn't be manhunted like that to be found. Everybody lost should be found. Just think how many more cases would be solved. But you know what? As we speak of the man, that higher power. No, I'm not talking about God. We're talking about someone that could know and be involved. But as you can see, a lot of these kids went missing in a teenage. Now, whether or not that kid's rebellion or has a bad attitude. I mean, some kids are far too gone for help. It's the best way I can put it. And, if they get out in the wrong crowd, I mean, all I can say is they did that to themselves. You can't go into life thinking that you can just, be a mega man of the party or, get out there and think you're going to haul ass on life and nothing can stop you. Just don't work that way. You got to plan your life. You got to plan things. You got to take the time. And that's during your teenage life while you're in school to get yourself to the right position in life. You just don't go out in the world and think you can take it. Because this big, nasty world only takes us. And it's only proven. Because as I'm scrolling, my fingers are getting numb. And look how long this friggin' goddamn page is for missing kids. Now, some kids could just have been out enjoying a nice day, growing their independence, being by themselves. And that snatcher comes up. The snatcher. That nasty ass sex ring that lies within the friggin' planet. Embedded in the planet for years now. Some are getting picked up. Some are getting looked at. Some are, finally getting busted. But you know damn well as I do that there's a hidden ring out there. Who knows? Obviously won by the man. And it just keeps, and I don't know what the hell people think, sex trafficking. Yeah, you can make oh yeah, you see all these girls degrading themselves or talking about it, you know. Then you make a lots of money off of sugar daddies and all that crap, or what do they call them, escorts. Nasty, very nasty. And to make money that way, to me, is straight up damn degrading. Degrading. You know, I've watched TV shows on this. On HBO when it first came out. I learned about friggin' swingers, for Christ's sakes. And that, let alone, is a corrupt, disgusting matter. But let alone sex trafficking and just picking up innocent kids off the friggin' street, man. Come on. But it exists. A lot of nasty stuff exists. So, I mean, all in all, you know, you have to endure life with this matter happening. Hell, you can just call it dark matter. So I have some videos up on that, and I think I want to get back into that. Dark matter. Supposedly dark matter is something that evolves around the earth and makes people do crazy things. But all in all, man, look how long this list is, man. It's ridiculous. And I mean, there should be more done. I mean, I don't even think I wouldn't even have the time to check these to see how many kids were recovered. But the dates prove the theory. I'm going to stop a minute to take a quick look. My hands are going freaking, fingers are going numb. Just want to see if yep. I've been scrolling that list that long, and I'm still running into 2022 there. There's another 2022. So we've been going on here for about 12 minutes to go through this list, and I'm not even done yet. Not even done. But I just stopped in the midst of this just to see a 2022 kid missing. So, I'll tell you, man. There's only so much you can say on stuff like this. And there's only so much you can say about changes that need to be made. But them should always be repeated. Changes need to be made. Because this is just ridiculous. And of course, Texas, the big old state that wanted to be their own country. Which I don't know why they didn't let them. But as you can see, the laws down there get that death penalty and stuff. But what do you do for child molesters and people snatching up them kids? Because it looks like it's continuing and still happening. It's all around the friggin' globe. And I mean, it's tough to keep a hand on a kid, but oh, we're at the end. Holy crap. Took about 13, 14 minutes for that list just to scroll through. But I don't know, man. Just thinking of the delays that happen in these type of cases. Delays. You know, like in my case with my son. Oh, your son's of age. He's fine. He said he didn't want to come home. He said he's safe. And this is what the cop told me, what my son said. But I know my son don't say that stuff. I know my son because I've raised him since, of course, he was friggin' born. And the stuff this cop was coming out with and the stuff that the texts my son was supposedly writing, but he wasn't. It was the people that he was with. I knew right there something was wrong. And the cops didn't want to do nothing. So how many of these cases, because you have a little troubled child, is right? I mean, not so bad enough to be breaking the law, but not coming home, staying out at night with friends. And when you meet up with the wrong friend, like my son did, that's when my defense mechanism kicked in. And I wasn't having it. I went above the law to do what I had to do to get my son. Sometimes it seems that that's what you gotta do. And that's why even the man is divided in this country that way too. Because if you're troubled people, you're bad to the environment. Say so. But you know what? When you're like me that has lived on the wrong side of the tracks, knows every if, ands, and buts and the things I've friggin' seen in my life, and I've tried always to do the opposite of the bad and the evil that I've seen in my goddamn life. I mean, yes, I had to be in a big depression too. See, this is the thing. If these kids got mental health, offices of the law, disability offices, any office needs to be trained if they're working in any type of mental health case. End of story. And I'm assuming, and I could put money on it, that a lot of these kids have that disability, depression, high anxiety, and this is what leads ADHD, and this is what leads them to think, oh, I can do what I want. And they're not ready for life. Gabby Petito even talked about mental health. Even her boyfriend, Dirty Laundry. Them two should have been separated. End of story. Sent the F home. End of story. And if they were saying they have mental health issues, and they were saying them kids should have someone should have got them the hell away. Someone should have went and picked them up. End of story. And this whole damn manhunt of wasted money on just one couple wouldn't have been wasted. Because how fair is that? Yes, they did that manhunt to prove a point. We're not going to let this happen, but they do. And just because this was a mental health case, I think, I don't know, man, they left it alone because they didn't have the experience. Oh, man. And look what they did. They let them take off, resume their mental state of mind, and now they're both dead. Yeah, folks. There needs to be a lot of changes, and it ain't just putting that Amber Alert out. Oh, hell no. That only buys people time, and yes, that will give the kidnapper, oh no, Amber Alert's on me. But you gotta remember, an Amber Alert, when it's done, it's only when they know, and this is what I'm thinking, it's only when they know they have the vehicle and the suspect. If they don't, like these cases, as you can see here, 13 minutes of showing kids. Obviously, they didn't put an Amber Alert out because they don't have a suspect. So what really good is Amber Alert? Because it only does certain things. There's the key answer to everything. They don't have a license plate number, if they don't have a suspect, or if they don't have, or say, relative, or their mother's come to kidnap the kid because the father got custody, or vice versa. And if that was the last person that was seen with the kid, if they don't have this information, there is no Amber Alert. All right, I get it. So the ones that disappear without a trace don't get an Amber Alert, right? They just get searched for, and when night comes, oh, we gotta finish it tomorrow. It's like, oh, you mother puss bucket. Oh, boy. It's insane. Things need to be changed, folks. There needs to be something really changed. And it ain't just the goddamn Amber Alert. And me just putting that, in perspective into my head of how that works. Yeah. Oh, got a bug in my head. Ah! Sound like a friggin' bee. God damn it. Ah, I gotta do the bee dance. Yeah, folks. But in all seriousness, shit. Oh, I hate when that happens. There needs to be something. I could say one thing. I'm glad I got my long hair. And I left it out today. It's all messy. Sucker got stuck in it, and I got to whack him out of it. Great. You jack. Stupid friggin' bugs. I don't know what makes things bugs. They want to be allowed to fly on people. Go about your business, bug. But all in all seriousness, there needs to be more. More. And it starts with the call. Oh, my kid's reported missing. I want to report him missing. Oh, yeah, wait 24 hours. No more 24 hours. Get your ass out there and do your goddamn job of what the taxpayers pay you. Wow, I'm starting to put words in with other words and trying to pax. So pax payers. So pax would be, right, tax and pax, pay, tax and pay put together, pax payer. I'm making up my own words, folks, the pax payer. Or the pax, I could just say pax and that's a pax payer. Oh, man, I'm losing it. But taxpayers' money pays you to get your ass out there and do your goddamn job. Someone reports their kid missing, you go check, you go look, and you go search. And I think, honestly, after Gabby Petito's case, there should be always a manhunt like that for any missing person. End of story. End of it. No more, oh, we don't have enough, and we don't have enough. Yeah, bullshit. Get your ass out there and find that person. That's what it should be. That's what it should be. So, with that being said, oh man, not enough can be said, but my thoughts, theories, ideas, folks, should be looked at. Till the next video. And you know what? And if things like this happen a bit more, especially out there in that supposedly racist country, we wouldn't have racists. We wouldn't have people, disliking the law. Because if they're looking for every child, every color, every race, we wouldn't have this problem. We wouldn't have this friggin' problem of dividing of the world. And that's what it's coming to. Now we got articles coming up of 4 years of civil war. Yeah, we need that like we need a hole in our heads. We need that like we need to stitch up our butthole and can't crap no more. We need that. Even though crapping is the most bullshitest thing, I wish that we could just pee everything out. But, yeah, things need to be changed. And I think we all need to gather around together. Hell, if the law enforcement don't want to do a search, well, then get them goddamn volunteers out there of whatever community and start searching. That's what I think should happen. Something needs to change. Be safe, take care, always beware. And if your kid is not home at a certain time, don't panic. Just search. That's all you need to do. do what the law don't want to do, and they can go F themselves if you break the law trying to get your effing kid. That's what should be done in this country. I did it. I did it. I went above the law and did it. And I got my son back. Legally, too. Rightfully. That's right. Ow.